Heatwave has gripped countries across Europe, breaking records and triggering health warnings. But what is driving these extreme temperatures? Our next report takes a closer look at the weather patterns behind Europe's scorching summer. Take a look.
The heat wave has also tightened its grip on Italy, where authorities have been forced to issue their highest level heat warnings across the nation. Red alerts have been activated across cities. Officials have warned that the heat poses a threat not only to vulnerable groups, but to the general population as well. In the heart of Rome, tourists and pilgrims have sought refuge under umbrellas and parasols, trying to escape the blazing sun. The Italian health ministry has advised people to stay indoors during the hottest hours of the day, drink plenty of fluids and limit physical activity to reduce the risk of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. Weather analysts say a powerful weather pattern known as an omega block is helping sustain the intense heat wave sweeping across Europe. The phenomenon is responsible for trapping hot air over large parts of the continent, prolonging extreme temperatures and worsening drought conditions. The activity is driven by stagnant high-pressure systems called heat domes that trap hot air from North Africa.
This is actually a fairly typical atmospheric pattern. It's such a typical pattern, actually, of heat waves in Europe that it has a name. It's called an omega block. So it makes the shape of a Greek letter omega, capital omega. And that means that there's a kind of a bulge in the pressure field with this sort of hot air sitting underneath it and cooler air on either side. And it means that it's drawing warm air up from North Africa, from the Sahara. And that's why we have this really intense heat. And it's very slow moving, and it means there's kind of no wind, no breeze for respite, and it just kind of sits there and produces heat underneath, or brings the hot air underneath it.
Scientists say human-driven climate change is amplifying such extremes, with weather events like heat waves, droughts and floods becoming more intense and frequent. The World Health Organization has urged leaders to prioritize climate action amid the heatwave conditions in Europe. The World Health Organization Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus wrote in a post on X, and I quote, "The data are clear. Temperatures across Europe are rising at roughly twice the global average rate, increasing the likelihood and severity of extreme heat in the future." Though this heat wave has left a few corners of Europe untouched, the reality is in front of everyone. Extreme heat is the leading weather-related cause of mortality globally, triggering acute physiological stress that exacerbates chronic illnesses. According to the World Economic Forum, heat waves claim around 500,000 more deaths, more than floods, hurricanes, earthquakes and wildfires combined. Dubbed a silent killer, coordinated global and local initiatives are needed to tackle this emergency before it's too late.